Tell me why you so weird. Why you so weird? Niggas do assume I'm doing bad. Out for mine, trying to do right. Life cooling out, chasing cash. I need my money on my mind. Gotta mind my name is damn mine. Same way I don't mind my way back. Out for mine, trying to do right. Life cooling out, chasing cash.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Charvon.
It's Sappy.
Hey, Ty's here once again, and this is another episode of
Relatable versus Debatable.
All right, guys, holiday season is upon us, and I can say
Holiday
that
season. Hey.
I can say that I'm super excited because this is when all the aunties, grannies, baby mamas, side pieces, and niggas and niggas
They
just
got the
start
best
showing
food.
off.
They got the best food for
They
real.
gotta be good for something. You feel me?
Okay, nephew.
Until you get that one person who can't make mac and cheese or they bake they banana pudding, I can't stand it.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
But in today's episode, we are going to be talking about the history of Thanksgiving, what foods you need for a successful dinner, the history, or just not the history necessarily, but other like cultures and what they do for Thanksgiving, and we're going to be talking about Friendsgiving and how we go about doing that. All right.
Friends.
So I want to talk about the history of Thanksgiving. I promise you, I didn't even understand the history behind it.
Thanksgiving really ain't shit.
It's not.
At
And
all.
we call it Thanksgiving. But, like, do people really think about the fact that a bunch of Europeans, white men,
I'm
came
dead.
over on ships to America,
Offer some chicken.
broke bread with the Native Americans, broke bread. They gave up their corn pudding,
I'm dead. Not they corn pudding.
the American turkey, gobble
Nah,
gobble.
they gave up that turkey to choke them niggas. That's what they did. Cause
Yeah.
turkey be dry
Dry
as
as
hell.
fuck. Yeah, turkey be dry. But they broke bread, feasted, and then
They
killed them.
Raped and pillaged.
Raped their women,
Raped and pillaged.
killed their men, and probably took their babies and raised them as their own. No, they
Nah,
probably
they
They
killed
tried to
them
make
too.
them slaves, but the smallpox. you know.
Like, exactly. So it's just like, but then we say Thanksgiving, and they
As a
took,
joyous holiday, right?
right, and they took.
But that's just the man's way of whitewashing things. Because,
Touche.
you know, Christopher Columbus discovered, and, you know, we gave thanks on this day with the Indians.
Air
Like,
quotes.
they tried to, America is, like, number one in marketing. Like, we are the best marketers around. Like, we could flip something and make it seem like you wanted it. Like, oh, you know, we had a, you know, Cold War. Like, that sounds really bad. But in
I
actuality,
mean, every war that we had was really bad, but
but
that's not-
it wasn't as bad as, like, most wars. Like, the Cold War, if you think about it, that's getting off topic. We'll talk about that another day. But, like, we flip things around to benefit us all the
yeah,
time. We're the best marketers.
I mean, in the
No,
history
the
books,
white
we
man
people-
does. The white man.
But
Okay,
we have
okay.
learned some things, I would say, you know. But in the history books especially, like, whoever's writing history is going to be the victor. So
Yeah.
Thanksgiving
But they always
can
make
sound so much
Thanksgiving
nicer.
look so, like, beautiful and cultures coming
Right, they got
together.
cornucopia. Who was out here making cornucopias? Like, who was really out here doing
A
that?
basket of fruit and
Right.
squash and pumpkins and shit. Who the hell? Come on now.
Now we know from history that white people don't grow their own food, so let's stop playing
Yeah.
with
At
that.
all.
We know they didn't make them cornucopias. Like,
But no, what's funny is, so when I grew up, and then I went back and I watched, it was Adam's Family Values
oh,
that
yeah.
helped me understand that that's what happened. Because
Oh, when they
Wednesday,
did that thing at
Oh,
the
yeah.
camp.
Wednesday was like, oh, y'all want to tell a story, but y'all want to tell what really happened. And so,
set the whole thing
yeah,
on fire.
so she set it on. Man, they lit the tents. The Native Americans came running out, but like, that's what really happened.
really happened,
And so
yeah.
I was like, you know what? She right. Like, so
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo.
but then they make movies, and it's like they got
I was
one
gonna say,
Indian
is there,
girl
like,
who
a
just
movie
dates.
that
all these
actually
people.
depicts what really happened during Thanksgiving?
No,
Native
because that'd be
American.
too right. you know the white people don't like knowing what they really did.
That would be like the Native American version of do the right thing. I don't think that's gonna come out. Like I really don't think that's gonna come out.
What Ava DuVernay is? She good at doing accurate depictions on what really happened. So maybe we can get her to do something. Let me be a Native American.
You know, she has like a series, not a series. I think a series coming out, a Native American series.
Oh, where?
Like like a whole cast.
Well, maybe she put that in there. Give me some.
Let me find out. She about to do something.
Well, if you didn't, Ava, go ahead and put that in there. Make sure we get credit, please. You know, relatable versus debatable.
She don't. She's not.
But anywho, hey, come on. You never know until you try. But all right, let's go ahead and move on. All right. So, like, when we think of Thanksgiving, what are some of the foods that you need for a successful Thanksgiving dinner?
Macaroni and cheese.
That macaroni and cheese that will make an entire dinner
or break
it.
Or break
it. Anybody's auntie just can't make the mac and cheese. It's gotta be the auntie.
You have to be blessed, ordained to make the mac and cheese.
The auntie, like.
Nah, if you can't cook, we start you off on some like green beans. You know, something that we.
No, if you can't cook, you're responsible. No, bring the cranberry sauce.
The plates. Nah, cause I don't know. Some people mess up some cranberry sauce. Like they don't even use it out the thing. They be dicing it up. I've seen it happen. It's nasty.
If you mess up cranberry sauce, that's a problem.
You bringing the plates. You bringing the cards for the spade game and the alcohol. That's all you need to bring.
All
like,
plasticware.
You got 2 lists.
But you can still mess up
people
on plasticware.
Who can cook.
Because you get the flimsy plastic.
They bringing Dixie cups. I'm dead. They bringing Dixie cups. Talking about
you need the paper cups that you put codeine in.
She fight. I'm dead.
Double cup.
The styrofoam joints.
Damn sure the Drake cups.
If you mess up on paperware, you are fired from the family. I don't care what your position is.
Next year,
you are not signed to the team again. I'm sorry.
Like, don't get it from the dollar store.
That's a different question for me because we don't do mac and cheese and collard greens. We do jollof rice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
With a little rice akara, some cassava leaf. You know what I'm saying?
Some okra stew.
Okra stew and some fufu. You know.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. So with that being said, let's switch it up real quick. So we're gonna talk about other cultures then. So in your culture, that's what y'all go in on.
We don't have like a set food that's like, okay, this is the thing. Like the turkey is the set meal for
dry ass turkey
for Thanksgiving.
Hold on, that dry ass turkey.
Nah, but really.
But for my culture, we just whatever you make is what you make. Like no one's bringing a specific like, oh, you gotta bring this, you gotta bring this. It's just we all got
if 13 niggas show up with fufu. Y'all just eating food.
We all fucking up that food. Like, I mean, no, but 9 times out of 10, it's not a potluck.
Yeah,
for us, if it's like
y'all all together.
Yeah, it's like we all just cooking in that one house.
Soul food style.
Yeah, so my auntie making some fried fish. You getting some fufu, some okra. You getting some creme soup. You getting some jollof rice. You getting some fish balls. You getting some rice akara. You getting some puff puff. You know what I'm saying? Like
I want some puff puff.
You sound lit.
I want some puff puff.
Africans, come on.
I mean, y'all had my mama jollof rice. You know that shit hit.
Yeah, it do. It be hitting.
I ain't gonna hold you. It be hitting.
And the okra stew.
Okay.
And the fufu. Mm-hmm.
That rice was a little spicy, but
I like spicy.
It's African. That's like not necessarily.
I know how I feel about spicy.
But that's how they do it in my family too. We all cook at once, and then we'll serve the food like 10 hours later from the time that we were originally supposed to start. But
I went to her house. That was like technically the first like African American Thanksgiving I had. Lord Jesus.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even know if we ate breakfast that day.
School, but that doesn't count. Like I never actually was like with. It sounds odd, but an African American family and had like.
And the crazy thing about it is, in my household, like they won't make breakfast, like because we make it exactly. Yeah. We cook it, so we start cooking at night or like 2 days before, depending on what it is. Like the pies and stuff, they got to be cooked at night, and then the next morning, like. All the stuff that we prep the next morning is getting cooked, but it's still gonna be late. I don't care what happens, it's gonna be late. Like we could even set the time later. Yeah. It's still gonna be late.
I can't speak for y'all. My auntie be on it. Like she prepares like literally a week in advance. Mm-hmm. So she'll like make the greens and then freeze them like the day before, or like 2 days before, and then just put them back on the pot. You know what I'm saying? All the flavors still be there. Mm-hmm. It's cool. She prepared like
That sweet potato cheesecake she be making, because that joint be hitting. Oh my
that
God.
joint is different.
I can't wait for Thanksgiving this year just to get some of that sweet potato cheesecake. Ooh.
No, I don't think you have, but
I went to
that
that
don't be
cookout
like
and
that.
that shit was.
Yeah.
Nah, I went last year and she made this. I was like, what's the recipe, please?
But I can honestly say my aunt turkey don't be dry at all. Like
I just
her
don't
turkey
like
is the
turkey.
only turkey that I ever had that was actually like moist. But it's like, you know, some turkeys it might be moist when you cut it the first time, but you put it in the refrigerator, bring it back out, and that joint's like chalk when you cut it after that. Like it just be dust. Like no, you put it in the fridge, bring it back out, cut that joint, it still be moist, heat it up. You know what I'm saying? All of that, but
yeah.
I feel like
by 2 o'clock,
it was deep fried.
no, by 1 o'clock, we eating.
Yeah.
But we eating the rest of the day. Like, we watching football and we
And just eating, just
all
getting
day.
plates. Like when I went to their house last year, I was like, oh, y'all cook on time? This is so nice.
yeah,
like y'all eat on
absolutely.
time. I was like, oh, not in my African American household.
My aunt don't be making us wait at all.
Man, but and she made banana pudding last year too. Oh my
Yep.
God. Oh my God, that was to die for.
Like, I remember my aunt used to make like 20 sweet potato pies.
She do all this by herself.
Yeah.
But she prepared
Right.
early, you know.
Yeah, no, she definitely, like, she's prepared. Like I said, she be working on it all week. Like, she'll just do small things. So, but no, and then we eating on time and we eating all day and it be so much and it be banging. Like, it be like
She
that.
doing that this year.
I mean, my sister,
she do it every
be
year.
cooking. She
I
be
coming.
throwing down, but like that night before and that day of, like, just don't talk to her. Like, she gonna cuss you out. Like,
no, what was it? Christmas?
I don't know.
To be throwing down, but she be putting like.
she be like, I don't know, just get the fuck up out my face. Like, I'll be like, okay, come on, kids, let's go upstairs.
I'm gonna be stuffed for like the whole next 3
Your
days.
sister be making like seafood and stuff for Thanksgiving
She be
too, right?
doing
Yeah,
everything.
lasagna. It just
I love
anything.
that. Yeah,
They
see,
got a smoker, like they be doing all the whole
your
nine.
sister just be cooking
Yep.
for Thanksgiving. It don't, cause I feel like every year it's not the same dishes. It's just I'm just gonna
Food.
make stuff.
Yep.
Like, and that's
Yep.
love. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, and then when I take it home and hand some tissue and some,
Some
some
bleach.
paper towels and some bleach, that's love too.
Big facts.
You gotta go shopping at your family house.
Nah, but for real. And during COVID, it's not safe to shop outside. You
Exactly.
know,
So you gotta utilize.
it is what it is.
But yeah, I mean,
But what was he talking about? The sweet potato pies?
yeah,
You know, a lot of people don't know the difference between sweet potatoes, yams. They don't know there's a
yes,
difference between them.
absolutely. Like those are like two completely different things.
It's crazy to me that people don't know that.
So for those listening right now, I'm about to explain this. So if y'all don't know, listen up.
If you don't
Sweet
know,
potatoes
now you know.
and yams are different. Like it's like a monkey and an ape.
What?
It's like you
Okay.
think they're the same, but they're different because there are certain characteristics that make their differences.
You just turn this.
What?
Oh,
Yes. So
just turn this to an alpha analogy. I'm confused. What is going
sweet
on?
potatoes are more round and bulky, whereas yams are skinnier and long. Pause. You know
I'm
what I'm
dead.
saying? But
They pack that punch still.
sweet potatoes, I think sweet potatoes are more of an orange flavor.
Orange flavor.
I said
Like
orange
orange
flavor,
color.
orange color.
Yeah.
I'm hungry as a mug right now. I'm thinking about those sweet potatoes. But yeah, I think sweet potatoes are more of an orange color, where yams is a little bit more dull and kind of brown.
Brownish,
Yeah.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, and then obviously sweet potatoes are sweeter. Yams do have sweetness to them, but sweet potatoes are sweeter when you taste them. So if you didn't know, those are the differences right there.
I'm gonna start a
And then
controversy,
also-
but I hate sweet potato pie, and I think pumpkin is the best.
Pumpkin pie. That's,
Pumpkin pie.
that's for the
Yo, I
white.
want to tell y'all.
Pumpkin pie is for the white
Funny story. I used to work at Joe's Crash Shack, and for like Halloween, we did like this little potluck or whatever, and everybody brought something. And it was like one white guy that worked there, and he brought some pumpkin cookies. And he was like, nobody ate my cookies. And then somebody looked at him and put their hand on their shoulder and was like, black people don't eat pumpkin, sweetheart. Like,
If you said they were sweet potato
that
cookies,
was the funniest thing I've ever seen. He was like, oh, I didn't know that. Like,
I've tried both, and I can honestly say I cannot tell you the difference. They both taste exactly the same to me.
You got COVID, girl? What you mean? You losing your lost the taste and smell?
And to me, I think pumpkin tastes a little bit better because it's got the little shittering in it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
This the thing.
To me, I need that sweet potato.
I'm not gonna hold you. I will eat pumpkin pie even though it's made from the white man.
Oh my god!
But I'll eat it because it is good. But what I realized is because pumpkins come from the squash family. Pumpkins are actually naturally sweet as well, which if you look at a pumpkin, you wouldn't think that. When I'm a kid, I'm looking at a pumpkin and you look on the inside and all of those seeds and gook and stuff is on the inside. I'm like, this cannot taste good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so pumpkins are actually naturally sweet, which is why people do get pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie mixed up. So if your boy at work would have just been like, oh yeah, these sweet potato cookies.
And so
people would have been dogging joints and be like, oh yeah, these good.
It's
but
just
soon as
because
you
they
said
said
pumpkin,
it's pumpkin. That should be
He would have never said that because he doesn't know what a sweet potato cookie is.
sadly.
I don't even think, do they have sweet
I don't think they advertise sweet potatoes
No,
in
but
white
he could have been the one.
communities.
He could have started a whole franchise.
I'm dead.
and just throw pumpkin cookie.
Yeah.
You
Been
know,
making pumpkin cookies all day long, calling them sweet potato cookies.
I don't even think they advertise sweet potatoes in white communities. I think it's just they got the bins with the pumpkins in them.
That's
and then
because
they just keep it moving.
the black men were out there
my
picking them all day long in the field.
They was picking
so
them.
when we
they
had
was picking the
Thanksgiving-
pumpkins too. Don't do that. We was
Were
picking,
they?
yes.
Yeah, they were, but they wouldn't let us eat the pumpkins. We had to eat the sweet potatoes.
So that's where that came
But that's
from.
the thing.
Everything comes from slavery.
Yeah,
Hands
that's
down.
how I differentiated.
It's like five.
They was like,
it's
we gonna take these big pumpkins and y'all gonna take them little ass potatoes.
It's like 5 dishes though on Thanksgiving that are made out of potatoes. Like if you got mashed potatoes, you got yams, you got sweet potato pie. Like everything has some form of potatoes.
The
in
mashed
it.
sweet potatoes,
Thanksgiving
Yeah,
is
sweet
really
potato
the
mash.
Irish holiday. If we being
sweet,
no,
potato, sweet potato casserole.
right. Oh, potato salad. If you want to be
Damn
fancy.
sure potato salad.
Unless you put raisins in it.
No, not no. But
Who the hell? The white man
yeah.
puts raisins in his potato salad.
That's the thing I missed out the most this year. I think is the potato salad because there wasn't as many cookouts, and you know that's my
Do eggs go on potato salad?
yes.
As long as you know, you'll be surprised how many people don't put boiled eggs in their potato salad.
That's like the whole base of the dish.
You'll
like,
be surprised. You will be
that
surprised.
makes it the color it
I ain't
is.
gonna lie.
Like,
I don't know. I wouldn't tell. I couldn't. I mean, I can
but
tell
you
the
cook
difference.
different things.
No, but I'm saying like if it was without, I wouldn't mind. But if it's with it, it's good too.
That would just be
joint, it tastes
mayonnaise and
way
potatoes.
better with
That's
eggs
so
in
gross to me. Like
You said what? Just
it would just be
mayonnaise
mayonnaise and potato.
And raisins for the white.
Oh my god. We gonna go in on who did Pocahontas marry?
John Smith.
We gonna go in on John Smith today, I guess. That's who
The white
Tyrone.
Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, John
Tyrone
Smith.
keep
Because
referring
he
to.
raped that girl.
No,
She didn't want
yeah,
that.
not
We're not
rape
gonna
her.
do
She didn't want that man. And they gonna he killed her.
No.
John Smith is the reason Pocahontas dead.
She ended up married to another white dude.
No,
Like,
they just said she got sick and had smallpox. He raped her and killed her.
well,
That was so
by the
extra.
rape, she
That's
probably
what
got killed.
that's what they did for Thanksgiving. That was extra too.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It was.
The white man.
Oh
we'll
my
never
gosh.
forget. We will never forget.
Weak.
Yeah, I'm done.
Not gonna be
Rant
able to advertise
over.
this.
All right, so let's talk about Friendsgiving. All right, so for those, you know what I'm saying, who don't
have
always have the
family,
opportunity
yeah.
to be around their family, sometimes their jobs take them to other states. You know, it's like you still want to be able to celebrate. Maybe you didn't make enough to be able to travel back home, see the family. Or maybe, you know, you just don't have a big family. All right? You know, we got Friendsgiving. All right, so who have any of y'all experienced a Friendsgiving? I haven't. Because I'm around my family for the most part.
I have.
And how was that?
I mean, it's not bad. It's the same as a regular Thanksgiving. Everybody just bring
So a potluck?
It's a potluck. It's
Basically.
a potluck. However,
Comma.
comma, that's where you see who got the education on cooking and who didn't.
Big facts.
The thing about Friendsgivings is people realize how much food costs and they try to crowd share it.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Friendsgiving came about. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna be eating alone. I can only make this dish. You're gonna be eating alone. You can only make this dish. How about we just get together and eat each
Have
other's
two
dish?
dishes, yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool. But then you start getting Friendsgivings and it's like, okay, you put this much for it, you put this much for it, you put this much for it, and then I'll cook for everybody. And it's like, but some people can't cook. And it's like, if I'm going to do all that, I might as well just chill with my family for free. Like, the only thing I like about Friendsgiving versus Thanksgiving is when I'm in front of my family, I can't drink as much as I would like to. But when I'm in front of my friends, I'm getting fucked up. Like, I don't even care. Period, poo. Like, that's why I fuck with Friendsgiving. But I've experienced different Friendsgiving.
Yes, I think we've experienced some of the same Friendsgivings.
I think last year 2 years ago, I was working at a billing company or whatever, and a girl I work with, she was going to a Friendsgiving that night, and she was like, I need to hurry up and make something quick. And so I was like, girl, I got you. And we made like a cheesecake out of a cheesecake that was already made. Like, and we just crushed it up, put some more condensed milk in it, and stuff like that.
So y'all recycled a cheesecake?
Yup.
What?
But we made it better, and then we put like strawberries on top and made it a whole different cheesecake. Sat it in the freezer. She took it with her. She was like, everybody loves this. It's so good. And I was like,
where did y'all make that?
That sounds like an episode of
At work.
That's
at work.
Good,
yeah, they was like, ooh, what are you making? I was like, go away, Karen. Like, and then we saw the cat hair on your crock pot earlier. Like, get out of here. You don't even know.
Oh my God, that's like all the Thanksgiving potlucks at work. Like,
my God.
Adding essential oils to meatballs.
Not essential oils. What?
This girl.
They trying to make them organic?
I don't know. This girl would always come into work and everything she made. She was like,
essential oils.
I was so glad I was vegan at the time because I was like, oh, I can't eat that. It has meat.
Did she tell you that it? She
would tell us.
Smell it?
Okay, one person would taste it, right? And then it's usually the one person that ate everything in the office. And so she'd be like, ooh, this is good. What is it? And she was like, okay, it's just regular meatballs, but I added some lavender and some basil essential oils. And I'm like, girl.
Oh, she been watching the Food Network.
No, she loves essential oils and she thinks it goes on everything, but I do not want to be eating lavender.
We had this one person that made cheese slaw.
Oh my God.
Cheese slaw?
I think I took a picture of the menu because it was a potluck menu and you had to sign up for something and it said cheese slaw and I was like, is this how you spell it? Is this
like, was it real cheese in it? With like mayonnaise, like coleslaw?
Yes.
Did it have cabbage in it?
I don't know. I didn't eat it. I was about to touch that one.
It was like a cheese ball. It was like a whole ball.
Did anybody eat this?
Some people did. I think so.
The white man.
It was all women.
How many times did I say that this episode? We need to have a count by the end.
It's gonna be a drinking game. Play this joint back and just
right. However many times you hear a white man, you got to take a shot.
Got to take a shot for that one too.
Everybody about to be bent.
Friendsgiving.
What? I like that. Have all they friends for Friendsgiving listen to this episode and take a shot every time you hear the white man.
That would be cool. I think one Thanksgiving tradition that is so weird to me is everybody getting dressed up.
Oh my God.
Like when people get dressed up just to see the same people that you've been seeing all year.
But they make you show out. Like I see people like you gotta show out.
Like brand new wigs, brand new pumps. Like why you wearing pumps in the house? You can't even wear shoes up in here half the time. Like what's going there's plastic on your couch, but you wearing heels in the house? Like
so y'all families be having fashion shows for Thanksgiving.
Some families do. I won't say my family does all the time.
I've never heard of that.
But some families definitely do have fashion shows. I think when it comes to like bigger families, then they start to do things like fashion shows because it's kind of like a family reunion every time they're seeing somebody. And if you think of and if you even think of like a high school reunion, you want to show off. You want to show them people you made it. You know, some people get outfits just for Thanksgiving and return them on Black Friday.
Damn,
like,
I return them.
I work in retail. I know. Like y'all returning a whole Nike fit the day after Thanksgiving. Why would you do that? Like. Just to show off for your cousins, like it's your cousins.
It doesn't make sense to me. But then again, maybe it's just because that's not how my family is. So
mine isn't either. I don't think I'm showing off with the meal that I cook.
I know y'all seen the memes.
I think that's what you supposed to be showing off, like the cooking skills.
I know y'all seen the memes, and it's like when the two aunties that don't like each other come
and
in.
then when they got their legs crossed,
and like Big Sean got a wig on and some acrylic nails. I know you seen them joints because that's really.
I think the funniest ever is just seeing people's like Thanksgiving plates on Twitter and how it just don't look good.
Oh,
and
and
I hate when people be thinking like, oh yeah, we just went in. Be like
you
When
went
people be
what?
posting and the
Garbage?
yams look like it came straight out the can, I be like,
like why your yams light skinned?
Why they so
Like, come
soggy?
on.
Like,
Like, you ain't got no cinnamon or nutmeg on them joints.
I don't like that. I don't like that. Sorry to
And they
this
be
man.
just like, oh, I threw down this year, like Thanksgiving all on
Like,
me.
no,
I'm
you
like,
threw up on your plate. You're like, stop it.
Where do we go from here? That joint is
They be
nasty.
blowing me.
And they just be so hype about their little plate. Who was that, Drea? When she posted that one
and
year,
they fried her forever.
her food was so nasty looking. And she got to prove every Thanksgiving that
And
she
then
know
she
how to cook. Every Thanksgiving she come back like, look, y'all, I actually
got
cooked
better.
something. I know how to cook.
You know what you doing. If you finna be taking pictures, people will judge you.
Man,
Thanksgiving is the day of judgment.
People is me. I was judging because I was like, this shit looks nasty.
I forgot I think it was the macaroni and cheese, but that joint looks so crazy.
If
Like,
your macaroni and cheese look like Kraft,
Ooh.
no, we're not doing it.
If you don't put cheese in your macaroni and cheese, it's a
Why
problem.
would you not put cheese in your macaroni and
And
cheese?
I
if
mean,
your macaroni and
that
cheese
makes
got more
sense.
butter than it got cheese, you need to go home. Sorry to this man, you need to go home.
I'm dead.
Charlotte is really crying right now.
I'm dead.
That's so
Yo.
nasty. No, it's so disrespectful. Like, you can mess up on a lot of things. But macaroni and cheese, do you know how expensive macaroni and cheese is to
put
make
all
at
that in,
first?
yeah.
Like, people don't realize how much this food costs. I think it was a video and the mom was going off. She was like, you gonna use Thanksgiving to test something out you found on the...
Oh yeah, when she was trying out the mac and cheese, and she was like, "This is not it."
She was like, this is what they told me to do on the video. She was like, you don't do tests on Thanksgiving. She was like, you don't mess with my food.
Hey, look, nah, forget all of that, because I made macaroni for the first time this year.
But not on Thanksgiving.
And nah, it wasn't on
Okay.
Thanksgiving, but it was still at a very large function where a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, I knew they was going to be bringing their
Oh, that last
criticism.
time was your first time making?
Yeah.
That was good.
See?
It was
So
good.
look, my first time, I had a group of people over here at the crib. And I was like, you know what? I want to make some macaroni and cheese for the first time. And then everybody kept asking me, nigga, why would you choose? Why would you choose now where you have a group of people who you know gonna want to eat macaroni and cheese and gonna be disappointed? But I'm like, why are y'all automatically assuming that my macaroni and cheese is gonna be disappointing? So I said, forget all of that.
They've been
I don't
scoring
care.
too many
Look,
times.
Haters gonna hate.
Heart been broke so many
confident.
times,
I got cake. I got cake.
Come on, Kate. All right.
So I said,
With
I'm
a
gonna
P, not a K. Sorry, he didn't say cake.
Yeah. CAPE. Confidence, action, precision, and enthusiasm.
Yes.
So I made it, and at this point, everybody is drunk. Everybody's ready to eat. And then I reveal the mac and cheese. And everybody
Steam coming
sees
off.
steam coming off. It's got a nice golden cheesy crust. You know what I'm saying? And then you put that spoon into it, and then you dig into that mac and cheese, and you pull it out. You see the strings of cheese and all the mac falling.
weak.
And then I saw everybody put some on a plate, but everybody was looking around like, which nigga is going to eat this first? You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching. People don't even realize I'm watching. I'm watching everybody. So one of my friends says, you know what? I'm going to eat this. But I see her looking. Then she put a spoonful in her mouth.
Oh,
And her eyes lit up. And the first thing she said was, this is actually good. So
Yeah,
look,
that joint was fire.
It was-
everybody enjoyed my mac and cheese the first time I made it. It was a success. And I'm going to make I'm going to make it again. Coming real soon. Probably not for Thanksgiving, but I do want to perfect a little bit more. But I can make macaroni and cheese for the masses.
See, the thing is, some people's macaroni cheese is like scoopable. Some people's is cuttable, and like some is like that in between scoop and cut.
Oh, nah. I'm
But
not
you
trying
know
to
what-
cut no mac and cheese.
But that's good mac and cheese.
I
You ain't never
like-
had that corner
got
piece
like-
of the mac and
you
cheese.
got like that.
Ooh,
But
that's
it's still
what you
formed.
did.
It's still formed, but all that cheese is melted on the
Yes.
inside. Ooh,
I want mine to be creamy, like
Nah, you
cheese
got
and
that one
cream.
where
But
you
some
still gotta
people
form.
like some people like it to be Velveeta shells and stuff, and I'm not going to that
Nah.
Thanksgiving. I'm good on that one. Like, I don't know. Certain things for me, if I walk into your house and it's nasty, I'm not taking a to-go plate. And to-go plates are a big thing.
Okay.
Sometimes you don't need a to-go plate, and then I'll talk about that later. But then you got your niggas who be taking like 15 to-go plates.
Like they come in with the aluminum foil in the to-go boxes
Nah,
because they know.
I like the people that know how to bless.
Mm-hmm.
Forget it to go plate. They got the
Tupperware.
containers, the
That's my
plastic
sister.
joints.
The styrofoam container.
It's like, look, take whatever you
My sister be
want.
coming through.
Now your sister had that too when we went to that
Yeah.
cookout. She was like, "Make sure you get a plate. Did you get another plate? We got too much food. Take some more."
I can take more than one. Say
like,
less.
Me and my family can eat too.
My sister be offering me so much because I think she really just want to throw
She
a
tryna
kid
get
in
rid
there.
of- yeah.
Nah, she be like, oh, take this. Oh, take Maya. It's like, nah, you got me. Okay.
Now your sister be like, "Make sure you take food. Take more
Yeah.
food. You want something? You want something? You want a soda? You want this?"
She be
Like,
trying to feed me.
I sure do.
And then I was telling her, I was like, yeah, you got to give me more food because when I bring it home, Tyrone eats it. She
You
be
definitely
like,
did with that seafood. He was like, "Oh, we got seafood."
yeah.
And look, she had like 2 clusters of crab leg. I was like, so
That's
you
why
gonna
she
eat
gave
this
me that
crab leg? I was like, nigga, no. I'm about to come home for lunch and eat her. Like,
No, he had texted me. Okay, he had 8. There was like 4 clusters, right? He had 8 some the day before, right? And then I was like, okay, I'm about to come home, about to smack this lunch, about to be good. And then Tyrone was texting me on my way home. He was like, you gonna eat these crab legs in here? I was like, nigga, I'm on my way. Please don't touch my food.
them
Like,
joints is about to get got.
please, I need it. But if you do it right, sometimes you don't need a take-home plate. Like, if you do your nature walks correctly,
We go to take that trip to the store.
you go walk around the corner with
All
your
the food
cousins
gonna
and
be
your
gone when you
friends.
come back.
All you gotta do is eat in the beginning, take that walk, come back and eat everything else.
Eyes mad low. You just make sure you spray that Febreze before you come back in the house.
You gotta wear the sunglasses. You already know.
But
The
look,
sunglasses be knowing.
that's why the people who can't cook, they don't understand that it's really important that when you bring the plasticware and all of
See?
that, that's why you gotta bring the deluxe.
You gotta bring
You know what I'm saying?
specific.
Like,
Can't bring
I
that
wanna be able,
flimsy plate.
yeah, I want to be able to pile it on. Definitely got to bring the hefty. I want to be able to pile it on. I can't just put 2 pieces of chicken, some greens, and
that
macaroni
joint
on a
about to
plate,
fall out.
and then you know what I'm saying. Put some foil over it. Like, no, I'm trying to pile it on.
That's
Right.
the most important job next to the mac and cheese is who bring the plates, the silverware, and the cups. Because
Yeah.
if that thing
And
is
that's
falling
what
off
we
the
convince
plate,
people who
you got
cannot
fired.
cook. That's exactly what we convince people because
But
it's
you
like,
gotta take that
you
job
have
seriously.
the most important job. They be like, I do.
Like, yes.
That be
you do.
all the girlfriends. Really?
Like, you make sure people eat after today.
I guess
like,
I don't have to cook. Girl, if you don't go home, don't nobody want you here. No. It really
Not-
be
not
like that
Becky.
sometimes. Because we all have that family member who, bring around a girl or a guy. And they waiting for that stamp of approval. And sometimes you don't get
You
it.
don't get that I see you nephew.
Right? You got to get that I see you nephew. Then you get the
And your
stamp.
aunt be like, okay, girl.
Or the dad pull them to the side. Okay, son, I see you. I see you. It's like,
Nah, some families, they be quizzing them up.
Okay.
Like,
you got to.
what's your intentions with my daughter? Like, what? I'm trying
I
to
can
hit.
get you a plate.
Like, no, I'm trying
play
to hit.
what?
What you
No.
mean? You know what
you wanna play
You know
with?
what my intentions are. I'm trying to hit it.
What was your intentions with a mother?
And eat good. So, you know, right.
What you trying to eat, though? No.
Like, nah, niggas get killed on Thanksgiving, just like the white man killed the Native Americans. Oh, y'all thought I forgot?
Nah, but for real, that's like the national meet my girlfriend / boyfriend / significant other holiday. Like,
Right. That in Christmas?
that and then all the lesbian aunties who be coming around.
Oh,
but then,
lesbian aunties.
nah, but they was like, oh, this my friend for
That
11 years.
long-time friend.
Like, it's like, girl, we know. You ain't got to lie. We was on the walk earlier, you told me. It be like that for real.
But what if y'all had, like, a family member who brought the person, you know what I'm saying, nobody's expecting, just, like, of a completely different race? Not necessarily the white man, but, just, a completely just different, a different race.
I mean, the first one is always the hardest one because I done been there before. And my sisters, they both brought home the white man.
Oh, the
They-
white man.
And they both brought home the white man.
How
And
was your parents with that one?
see, the first one, he got her pregnant before she brought for Thanksgiving. So it was like, okay, we already in this. You already pregnant. You know, you're already part of the family. And he always was like around black people his whole life. Like, so
Was his name John?
No, it's Matt.
All right. Same thing. John, Matt.
No, it's not.
They all in the books of the Bible.
Matthew, Mark, Luke.
John Smith.
I'm dead. But no, he was just real, you know, relatable. Like, he understood us. He was debatable too, you know, all those good things. But then the next one, whoo, that man was a Bush supporter, and that we did not hear the end of it that Thanksgiving. I think it lasted from Thanksgiving to Christmas. Like, we was arguing so long about this. Like, he had to go outside. Like, he was so...
Oh, he got heated. He turned red.
He was so... Yes, he did. He turned red, and he had long hair, too. So, I always think that longer-haired white people are, you know, more flowy. Like, they go with the flow more.
You know,
like
hippie stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Not him. No. not in his Caucasian household.
Oh, he was more like a Joe
he
Dirt.
Was so mad, and we was going in on him and all of Bush's policies. And I was probably like 12, 11. I understood Bush's policies at that point because I still think that when you're in school, you're more educated about, you know, the things going on than the older people. But we were going in, and he just couldn't take it anymore. He left.
Y'all ganging in on y'all
sorry
family.
to this man.
Yeah, I can say my family wouldn't care. You know, I mean, they wouldn't care.
Unless they start talking about Trump as the best president ever, then that's a different conversation.
First of all, if I wouldn't even date nobody to bring them home because I just know that's just a bad
I would bring
situation.
them home and like have a frying session. Like, we're just joning on this nigga this whole time. Like,
terrible.
So he thinks Trump is a good president. And go. No.
Not and go.
Nah, but my family, if you think I'm petty, I am a product of my environment.
Like her environment fuses her. That's what it is. Like, it fuels her.
She get around family and she get more power.
And it's just super sane. Yeah. I'm telling you. Like,
we all just going on each other. My brother hates it.
That's crazy. But all right, guys. So I hope you all enjoyed today's episode, our Thanksgiving episode, aka the white man episode. You know. But you know, once again, just sit down. Have these conversations with your friends. Talk about the things that we were discussing. Whether you agree, disagree, you want to put something in there. Y'all had those conversations, man. Just remember, don't bake the banana pudding, please. Thank you. And we're going to go ahead and have Charvon close it out.
Okay, y'all. This is the season for giving thanks. So continue to appreciate those who help and support you and grow with you every day. A compliment a day keeps the haters away. And remember, sorry to this man is more than a statement. It's a lifestyle.